Braum being hovered, and it looks like they locked that in.
Yeah, well, it's a triple front line for Team Dignitas, but then double AD carries, and Braum is really good against
very early and very safely, but Smoothie gets himself in there to make sure he stops that, as now they find the catch out onto Sneaky, who's going to pop the flash, looking to escape, but he cannot do it! And first blood goes to that Dignitas bottom lane that has been Shock Blast does not find its way onto anyone. Smoothie and Sneaky moving up. Adrian doesn't have the most health to work with here in this fight, but he will have the Alistair ultimate if he needs to make that one happen. Sneaky getting himself knocked back. This is a 3 versus 2 for now. Smoothie trying to jump away. Adrian likely going to die first. Sneaky grabbing the kill there as Someday pops off the ultimate, trying to jump now onto Sneaky. Smoothie dropping a keen as a double kill comes out for Dignitas' mid lane. Impact in the middle of 4 men. He will not stand for long, and Altec makes this a 4-1 game.
C9 getting caught
at the start, seeing the Jace arrive to the fight first too. I mean, beating Talia to a fight.
Going in again.
Sneaky now jumped on, slammed around, and beaten down. Adrian kills him for the second time this go. Pushing onto the tier 2. Dignitas needs a couple more hits, or they may just be able to take it with the explosive charge, and they do. Now Adrian the target as Cloud9 looks to mount their counterattack. Heroes entrance into the fight to make sure they've got the front line once they get there.
They're going to re-engage here. Here comes the
auto attacks. Maokai ultimate coming in from the side. Who's it going to catch? Multiple people. It looks like 3 different ones get tied up. Contracts in retreat as Dignitas manages to turn this one around. A killing spree for Keen. Smoothie off on the side. Contracts 2 and Impact now being chased down by multiple members of Dig. Altec with the flash of the kill.
And Team Dignitas is getting whatever they want. C9 burn almost everything engaging on that fight. Someday somehow went down during that chase. Looks like to Contracts probably got him with the cheeky ultimate, but he will probably fall when all is said and done.
Yeah, he'll stand there and try to fight it out, but there's no way away from 3 members of Glory next.
And by the way, he doesn't have flash.
He has been caught out. Weaver's Wall will block away his path. He's going to throw down the grasping roots as Someday will buy as much time as possible. Keen arrives, and it gets turned around yet again as Jensen falls, but Keen will go now too. The shutdown credit for Impact as Contracts gets shot down by Altec, who now has free firing time onto this very low armor Galio, and Cloud9 again lose 3 for 1.
That's just not right.
No, or is it? Already have it below half HP, and Cloud9 just retreats. They don't really have any sort of a chance to contest here.
Yeah, I mean, it's against a Nunu. Very rarely in situations where there's 1,000 damage, true damage secures. Do you see
about the attack speed earlier, the shock blast with the lethality, and Cloud9 can't even try to hold this line. Yeah, Inhibitor now under pressure.
Cloud9 is down 10,000 gold at 21 minutes. This is not your standard type of deficit. This is a incredibly snowballed game for Team Dignitas, and they have the tanks to accelerate the pace of the game.
Sneaky just lost 60% of his HP from a single shock blast as Dignitas continue pushing. Weaver's Wall comes out, the Maokai ultimate launched out as the counterattack. Absolute Zero instantly going to be interrupted as Impact dies before he can make his hero's entrance. 1 for 1 so far, but Dignitas continues the pressure. Contracts having to run away after losing his AD carry. Smoothie on the front line, but not for long. Altec cashing in for the 6th time. And Dignitas wants to end this game. 22 minutes in, Jensen and Contracts. Contracts only gets away because he can run outside of the playable map.
And even then, he could have gotten hit by Shock Blast. They're going for more.
Adrian trying to go in, finish these guys off, make sure there's no chance at all for Cloud9 to survive here, but I don't think that's even required. Nexus turret, only 1 left standing, the Nexus. Now the target for Dignitas. Impact alive in 2 seconds. Same for the rest of the team, but it does not matter. And Dignitas have a swift victory in game 1.
Swift is almost in
the job of interrupting it. Ooh. Okay, Dignitas bringing out the Twitch.
Yeah, well, we know that there were a lot of AD carry bans. 5
AD shows up into the top side. Taking the gank onto Someday, who flashes away from it, but Stretching Strike will still find the mark. As the taunt comes in from Impact, and Someday is not long for this world. First blood over to Cloud9.
Oh, Zach, don't even have to land the E to get available if they want to go for Someday here.
Oh, the camp is strong with this one. He makes another return trip. Someday knocked up into the air, tries to pop the rupture to get himself away, but help is not coming anytime soon. Contracts picking up yet another successful gank for himself. And Shrimp like this. Adrian's play not finding the mark this time. Contracts purposely aims it to the side. As now Adrian trying to get himself back. Altec exhausted. Stand United coming in. Let's bounce, taking Adrian over the wall. Altec has the flash.
Comes the dive.
Iki gonna be protected, but he's below almost 100 HP. barely able to escape for now. Smoothie and Impact getting themselves back as Shrimp goes over the wall, starting the fight back onto the Zac here as Contracts jumps back in. Contracts now leading the charge, and Shrimp will fall 4-0 Cloud9.
Yeah, Shrimp hugely overconfident.
Someday starting to channel the TP. Wants to come down here and try to protect this. It does get channeled in time. He'll show up, he'll clear out the wave, the dive comes in, Contracts on now to Altec, and they bring him down, but the reinforcements have arrived. Dignitas will attempt to hold this, but with a turret gone, there's no way they can. Someday and Adrian now in full retreat. Contracts wants those stretching strikes, he gets one. Play means,
but C9 doesn't have to worry too much about that.
Oh, very nicely done by Jensen. Still can't quite find the kill because Adrian's there with the save, but Death Sentence won't find the mark either. Adrian loses half his HP to a basic combo from Orianna. This is how big the is right now as Keen gets himself jumped on. Shouldn't be any way out of this one. The stretching strikes come back. Keen somehow still keeping himself alive as the Taric ulti provides some safety for a moment. Jensen grabs the kill onto Adrian. And Cloud9, you're looking at this guy, you're seeing the plays that he can make on the Orianna, catching Keen out as he rides that wall away, but then Cloud9 not playing completely as a cohesive unit. Contract getting himself caught out a bit here. Taric stuns come in. Protection coming through. The root down onto the enemy jungler, and Shrimp is already out of the picture. Someday grab the kill onto Sneaky with the feast. Altec drops though, and Cloud9 is in an awesome position to take this further. Impact making the flash taunt happen. Keen popping the cleanse to escape. Threaded volleys coming back as he kites backwards. Adrian throws out Death Sentence just to get Jensen to sidestep and buy a little bit of extra time. Contracts losing the passive, but the Dark Passage will not save Keen this time. Off these remaining tier 2 turrets, pushing towards those as Contracts tries to make the dive. Keen getting caught out a bit here, bursted down, flashed away, Exhaust is out. Stun does not find its way into the fight here from Smoothie, who will flash away, keeping himself safe. TP channeled, Someday wants to join the fight, but it's going to be canceled by the turret falling.
Yeah, wanted to find a better teleport location. Keen now caught because he was flanking for the Cho'Gath TP. It all goes wrong at the end there for Team Dignitas.
Small window to accomplish this, but we should be able to get this objective. Altec now jumped on. Contract starting up the fight, taking out that enemy Twitch is going to be huge, and Cloud9 finds their pick.
That might be the one to do it, trying to get mid lane priority.
Onto the mid lane tier 3, Contract stoning away the rest of Dignitas, taken down low. Taric ultimate comes in, Cosmic Radiance will protect these guys as they lay the pain onto the inhibitor. Backing themselves up, but still auto-attacking on their way out. Hook only finds its way onto the minion. Adrian now brought down by the dominating Impact as the Shockwave finds its way onto Shrimp and burns him out as well. Cloud9 pushing into the base, Baron or not. Weaver's Wall will hold the line here for a moment, but the taunt comes through onto Keen. The cleanse used instantly. Jensen moving through to the side there as the Weaver's Wall does not fully go to the edge of the map. And Cloud9 continues pressing towards the Nexus itself, only now backing away.
Yeah, no Nexus turrets. They get the inhibitor and a bunch of kills, extending their lead to 12,000 gold. Altec pushing up pretty far, and what's a 3v5?
Cloud9 going right back in. Contracts with no fear. Altec dead again. Someday in the middle of everyone, trying to get one on his way out. The stone plate is not enough, and a double kill for Jensen should seal the fate of this game.
That it won't be stolen.
All you gotta do is be 15-1. And then he can go for the Baron.
He's going for it.
They want to go over the wall and try to take it, but Contracts has the secure and the Shockwave to grab the kill onto Shrimp as well. Adrian running away.
To win a fight.
Contracts, I don't even think can be part of the fight for them to lose. He's just so strong. Someday trying to flank Altec as well, coming in from behind. Cosmic Radiance being channeled though, as Altec found his way onto Stinky, but the shutdown onto Jensen. Altec now collapsed on though, and with the trade of carry for carry, Dignitas is still in a terrible spot as Cloud9 moves forward.
Sneaky
to the front line, Sneaky grabbing the double kill, but he goes down. Cloud9 has lost their damage dealers, and Dignitas may yet be able to win this fight. Contracts comes back in, knocked up into the air. Impact taken low. Contracts' blobs trying to reform. Impact wants to protect them, but Keen grabs the kill. And just as we say, there's no...
The teleport is canceled. Impact
run grade
from the other side.
Impact top side in a 1 versus 3 as Altec and Keen and Someday will find the damage onto him. They'll trade Shrimp away for it, though. Another shutdown goes the way of Someday, who gets his num in there and gets another stack for the Cho'Gath ulti.
Yeah, Dig going for the Elder here. Looks pretty uncontestable with Shrimp being down. So it'll be 2.5 minutes for C9 to try and play around it. Altec is trying to be, or sorry, Adrian is trying.
This could be big though. Keen jumped on here by Contracts as the death sentence comes in. Altec opens up. but Cloud9 has already taken down the tier 3 turret with that Elder Drake buff. This is a very scary prospect fighting these guys.
Wants it.
The tanks do damage with this buff alive. Cosmic Radiance is out. Dignitas loses 2, and Cloud9 going for the game win here. Sunday and Keen have to hold this. All-Tech coming around from the side, but it's a very tall order to somehow withstand this assault. Someday tanks as long as he can with the stone plate. All-Tech opening up in the back, taunted up, brought down. Cloud9 goes for their win. They take down the Nexus turrets. They stop Dignitas into the ground in the same way they were stopped in game number 1. Another shockwave to close this game out, and we are headed into game 3.
Yeah, just a perfect Zach engage by Contracts down the stretch. And he started off just putting priority on different things, and then they go to counterpick with the Taric one more time, although this isn't Taric with Wall of Tanks, so not quite as effective. None of Dignitas.
Good job by Cloud9 shutting that down, but now can they find the Drake themselves? Contracts has moved his way over here. Cloud9 going for the flash engage. Cocoon not finding its target though. Contracts still on this Drake. Shrimp gonna be brought low. Goes in, secures the Drake, but barely. As Contracts drops for first blood, it's jungler for jungler. Dignitas guiding themselves back as Sneaky goes in, played backwards and drops. Jensen trying to finish All-Tech off and does do so. Someday now the next to fall. A double kill for Impact as Smoothie goes over the wall, staying alive. Keen slithers to safety. Noxious Blast keeping himself sped up as Impact makes his way further forward, and Keen drops. 4 for 2, Cloud9.
4 kills.
And being able to do that here in this game as well. Shrimp again in trouble, caught out in the river by the 4-man squad from Cloud9, punishing the Nunu and grabbing kill number 5.
Using that Elise to help them get picks also.
And I love how that's the conversation with Ocean Drake too. It's going to help a lot here as Smoothie gets himself ignited. All-Tech moving forward, more damage coming through. The Ren may be able to take it, and All-Tech finds kill number 3 for Dignitas. The power of this bot lane duo, even going up against veterans like Sneaky and Smoothie, cannot be underestimated, as Someday now going to be 1 versus 2 underneath his own turret, making the outplay. He's got himself one, but the repel will drop the aggro. Contracts skittering away.
Still just a 1-for-1.
Someday going for Ocean Drake number 2. If 1 stack of regeneration was good, 2 has got to be better. Lots of Ren.
Pretty low though.
Due to consume, ready to go as well. Will they go for it? No, they won't. The steal from Impact.
And that was a situation where they ran out of time. And it goes down incredibly low.
Ooh, All-Tech not able to sidestep the stun that time. And Sneaky capitalizes, grabbing a kill for him. Impact over the wall. Shrimp loses a third of his HP to the basic Elise combo.
And here they go. Where's
Impact
the
goes in. Cosmic Radiance comes down. Impact going to be losing some HP. The miasma is thrown. Prevents the further aggression from C9, but the Petrifying Gaze will stop them now. Adrian trying to get more damage down in here. Block these guys off as Dignitas kites themselves backwards. Jensen on the offensive with the threaded volleys, continuing to chase Dignitas away.
That damage, but questionable ult usage there by Someday as they were kind of expecting him to come into the fight.
Now Someday starts up the fight onto Sneaky, but Sneaky's got backup and Someday is gone.
C9 quickly taking
any speed at all. Cloud9 already has it below 1/3. Jensen drops the wall to cut them off, and Cloud9 makes the Baron call 21 minutes in. Total success.
Very nicely done. Took him 36 minutes last game with a big... Nice start locking. That's a big hook.
Oh, that's a really big hook on the Sneaky. Cosmic Radiance used. They get that big Taric ultimate out, and now can they re-engage and make this fight happen the way they want? Weaver's Wall to keep Keen from joining the fight. The damage comes through. Shrimp nearly going to be killed, but instead the shutdown out onto Contracts. Impact going in. The tier 2 still alive. Someday's got the counterattack taunt. Smoothie coming forward with the stun as Cloud9 now on the retreat. There comes Adrian looking to make the play, but the Cataclysm comes down and Impact cannot survive longer. Dignitas pulls back. The death sentence won't find Jensen, who grabs the rampage onto Adrian.
Flashing forward, Joey wants more!
Jensen trying to take this fight even further, grabs the double kill onto Keen, looking to make a triple into Shrimp. Now the triple comes through, and 4 die on Dignitas. Cloud9 makes that.
Thresh. They still have vision control. Now they go on Someday.
Oh, now the fight breaks out, and Someday is gone. That did not look like a tank to me, Jat.
Yeah, gonna be happy about that one, though.
Very, very good control and understanding of the situation. Cloud9 playing smart, playing strong, and playing to win this game here very, very soon. This objective is not long for this world, taken down in a couple of seconds as the inhibitor now finds itself the target of C9 aggression.
Yeah, really solid Weaver's Wall usage. Now they go for fight.
flank from Impact, constantly tanking multiple members of Dignitas, not afraid of it whatsoever. Cataclysm going to be catching out 3, godlike for Jensen. Shrimp going to be melted down next. Back into the fight goes Impact with the flag and drag as Someday likely the third to fall here as Keen and Adrian, the only 2 casualties yet. Bottom lane inhibitor goes down, and that means Cloud9, 5 men strong, moves on to the Nexus. They will stop the Dignitas surge. They will kill Shrimp in the process. They'll send all tech to join him, and they'll take down this Nexus 32 minutes into Game 3.
C9 bounce back in the series and the week with a 2-0. This one over Team Dignitas with the reverse sweep.